This disease is one of the most feared epidemic diseases in the world. It has the capacity to bring devastation to almost every continent, particularly hot and humid climates. The disease is yellow fever. In this documentary, we'll discover the history, symptoms, prevention, treatment, and its terrible impact on society. The history of this terrible disease reaches back nearly 400 years. In 1647, yellow fever was first discovered on the island of Barbados. Another outbreak was recorded by Spanish colonists in 1648 on the Yucatan Peninsula. The indigenous Mayan people called this disease Zika, or blood vomit. The Aedes aegypti mosquito injects yellow fever into the human while injecting its saliva in order to keep the flow of blood constant. The Aedes aegypti does not just carry yellow fever. However, it is one of the most common types of disease it carries. This mosquito originated in Africa, but now exists in many other tropical parts of the world. Some of the effects of yellow fever are like the common flu. These include vomiting, headache, backache, and fever. Other more serious symptoms are a slow and weak pulse, bleeding of the gums, bloody urine, and jaundice. Since this disease is so awful, we must know how to protect ourselves from obtaining this devastating disease. One effective way to prevent getting yellow fever is to spray yourself with insect repellent. When you are spending time outdoors, make sure you spray an EPA-registered insect repellent. Also, make sure it contains one of the following: DEET, picaridin, or IR3535. If you don't have any insect repellent handy, oil of lemon eucalyptus on exposed skin is an effective replacement. Another easy way to keep from being bitten by a carrier mosquito is to wear long clothing. When weather permits, wear long sleeves, long pants, and socks when outdoors. Mosquitoes may bite through thin clothing, so spraying clothes with repellent provides extra protection. The final way to prevent yourself from getting yellow fever is to get vaccinated. If you are planning to travel to a third world country in Africa or South America, consider vaccinating yourself from the yellow fever. Protecting yourself against this awful disease is key because no antiviral medications have proved helpful in treating yellow fever. As a result, treatments consist primarily of supportive care in a hospital. This includes providing fluids and oxygen, maintaining adequate blood pressure, replacing blood loss, providing dialysis for kidney failure, and treating any other infections that develop. On the bright side, once you've had yellow fever, you are immune to it the rest of your life. The countries impacted the greatest by yellow fever are the upper regions of South America and the middle regions of Africa. The impact on these societies in these third world countries can be devastating, to say the least. Without proper defenses to yellow fever, an entire population can be wiped out. Current outbreaks have been recorded in Brazil with a toll of 400 deaths. That is the history, symptoms, prevention, and treatment, and its impact on society